Hope everybody's doing well. We'll talk about what DR did today. Very similar day to what we had yesterday as far as the range and the limitation of price moving within the range. Again, we are, the day before CPI, so that's not to be unexpected. Doing the video a little early today. One, I'm at home working today, and I get ready for my daughter's graduation this week, so got to run around and do some things tonight and tomorrow. So I want to get this for everybody so we can talk about DR and understand kind of what happened, at least from how I trade DR. And so as normal, first thing we do is we look at our range, which in this case was 12 points, so even a smaller range than yesterday, and we kind of had the same action happening, right? So we had DR formed, and I left these on here. So like I said yesterday, I have when I see price like this, I just put my alerts on, and so I had alerts down here for IDR low and DR low, and then I had alerts for DR high and IDR high on this side, and so we came up, we pierced IDR high pretty quickly, but we had a 3-point range between IDR and DR, and so we pierced it and it came right back down, went up and came all the way down below here to the sell side again, and just the price action just wasn't that great, right? So it came up again, pierced it again, came back down, went back up, pierced it again. So you can kind of see what day this was, and again, very similar to yesterday. Went all the way down and came back up. Now, even if I'm trying to do ICT concepts in here, there's nothing for me to do here. At least for me, right? So the ICT concepts that I use, there's nothing for me to trade here. And so same thing here, coming down. There's fair value gaps in here that never got poked into. This is not a fair value gap. So again, just sloppy price action. And so joking with it in my group around like, okay, it's almost 2 o'clock, time for them to start doing something now, and exactly what happened. Right around 2 o'clock, price size to finally go up, and comes up and takes out or confirms DR high, and so then moves up a little bit more, comes down and retraces. I wanted it to go down below IDR high, but it stopped right above that, and so again, following the rules, my order is right here on on this case on DR high, gets picked up, and comes down a little bit, then goes up here, and what happened to me yesterday, I ended up with like 2 points on that first move, and so what I saw today was, I said, this is a pretty long wick right here, and I have a bad feeling that they're going to make this a relative equal high, and so as price was coming up here, I moved my stop up, and I put my stop at 2 points. So that's I think this was like 41, 42, 75, or 50. Can't remember exactly which one. And then this was, I put it on 2 points up here. And glad I did that, because you see what happens. Price comes back down, forms that equal high, and never gets back up there. All right, so I took 2 points off of that. And again, this is all in sim, by the way. I didn't actually trade live today. Again, I was a little frustrated with this price action, so I didn't want to put myself in a position where I'm trying to force, a live trade. So this is sim. So 2 points here, and then price comes back down, drops down again below the DR high, and I said, okay, I'm not going to take this trade again, because I really want to come down below IDR high, so I have a little bit of room for it to move up, right? So no trade here. Comes down again, comes back up. So there's no trade in here for me. Then at 240 or 250, price decides to make that drop, which is, again, if you look at yesterday's chart, it's kind of did the same thing, just in the opposite direction for me. And so what you notice is price comes all the way down this one candle, drops down below this 0.5 fib. All right, so when it started coming down, I put an order here on IDR high for it to go back up. Just kept going down, moved down below the 0.5 fib. So I put my order down here on the 0.5 fib, and then gets picked up, goes up 5 points, and I'm out the trade. Again, felt very similar to what we had yesterday. And so, then I'm noticing this fair value gap here. And, if I'm thinking about it, I could take this trade from an ICT or from a DR standpoint, because this is confluence, right? So price comes back up into this into IDR high, which is in the middle of this fair value gap. So that's consequent encroachment, I think, on that fair value gap. And then it just comes back down and it rides down pretty much the rest of the day. So here's the third trade. Is putting here, if you're looking at ICT now, because I'm looking at DR, and DR I'm looking for price to go up, right? Because we confirmed high. I'm not taking this trade, okay? But again, different ways to trade the market just based off of what you see. And here's a easy way to actually pull some points out of the market if you're not just beholden to DR. But again, I try to do DR as a standalone, so I'm not. I didn't take this trade, and price comes down. It's probably about a good almost 10 points. So anyway, and then so the rest of that was the end of the day for DR or for the market. So very slow day again. Not a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun joking about the market today, but that's really much about it. But very similar to yesterday. You remember yesterday I had the trade that came back, went up, came down, went up, and then I took the trade coming down this way. In this case, goes up, comes down. I took the trade, coming back, going back up this way. So, again, not a great day from a price standpoint, but it's doable if you follow the rules, right? So that's what we were doing. So anyway, hope everybody had a great day again, and we'll see what the market does tomorrow after CPI. Good thing about DR, I don't have to worry about it because I don't look at the market until 10:30. All right, so we'll see what happens then. All right, we'll see you.